State of the Watch Collection, November 2020. I'm Average Joe. Welcome to Average Joe Watch Reviews, where we do more than just reviews. Grab your duff, subscribe to the channel, please click a like, and we got 53 watches coming at you right now. Okay, so let's get through 53 watches. Ready? No particular order. We've got the Bulova Whale. This is my first attempt at a vintage watch, and I love the case design, very reminiscent to an old school Omega. I love obviously the whale on the bottom, and look at the striping in the center that has the date function, and that blue second hand is really cool as well. And I put it on this blue strap that really makes this pop and makes it look a little bit more modern. Next up is the Orient Bambino, one of the most classic watches, greatest dress watches in my opinion for a $100 price point. Electric blue hands, applied Roman numerals, cream dial, boxed crystal, beautiful leather band. All this for $100. It's got a winding function. It's got a hacking function. It's got an Orient movement. I mean, come on guys. I believe it's an in-house Orient, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful watch. This one was given to me by my fiance for reaching 1,000 subscribers, so this one definitely has some sentimental value to me. And it's rose gold, applied indices, chronograph function, quartz, and it's got a very unique leather strap. And there's your back, so pretty cool there. Next up we have the Tiso Lilac Powermatic 80. This is the, I call it the mascot of the channel. Rose gold, black waffle dial. One of the most elegant pieces I've ever seen. One of those pieces that I wish I could wear in reverse because that case back is absolutely gorgeous. 80-hour power reserve. It's even got the beautiful rose gold deployant buckle so that you don't wear the strap prematurely. Just an awesome watch, a lot of sentimental value. That one was given to me for my 1-year anniversary. Here's one you haven't seen on the channel too often. This is the Bulova dress watch. It's got applied indices here. It's got pretty cool dial there. And it's just a very understated watch. I put it on an aftermarket quick released leather band. The blue dial just really pops, and it's a perfect work watch. There's no thrills or anything special about this watch except for the fact that it keeps time and it gives you the date. Beautiful quartz piece by Bulova. Very well done. Very classic. Next up we have another Bulova piece with an open heart. This one has rose gold, beautiful gray dial. I love the red accent on the dial itself. You can see it's got a beveled crystal, and it's got an exhibition case back, which is one of my favorites. It has got the Miota movement in it, and you've got the crown at the 2 o'clock position, which is actually pretty unique. You usually see it at 4 o'clock. So, and it's got a decent leather band to it too, with Bulova stamped on it. So beautiful watch. This one here is a Citizen Eco Drive field watch. This one has really nice lume. The case itself is like a matte case, very unique looking. I love the knurled crown on this, but this is a very easily legible watch. Really nice strap on this too from Citizen. Very nicely done, but it's an Eco Drive, and you just can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with an Eco Drive. I mean, it's powered by sunlight, and you may have to change the capacitor in this maybe after 15, 20 years. So, I mean, how can you go wrong? Now I have one of my grails, which is the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean, and this one is a beautiful watch. This one is indeed a watch that really is special to me in many ways. It's actually a piece that I saw years ago, couldn't afford it because it was so much money, and then the fact that I can now afford it is definitely kind of like a a milestone for me. And it's got that orange dial, Omega. I remember when Michael Phelps was promoting this watch, and this one has the Seamaster horse on the back. Just a beautiful watch. And this is the helium escape valve, so if you're diving at huge depths, the helium won't build up in the watch and explode the crystal, so I'll never use this, but it's a nice little feature. And I have this one on the Artem strap, by the way. I think it just really pops. Nice sailcloth. Next up is a wood watch. This one actually doesn't have a name. It's kind of a generic wood watch, but just wanted to own a wood watch. So here is one that my fiance picked up for me at like a crafts show. So not much to say about that. This one is the 55 Fathoms from Seiko. It's got the gold accents. It's got the bezel with the crystal, which protects the bezel. I wish more watches would take that approach, because a watch even like this, the bezel will get scratched because it's a painted bezel. And I know with the ceramic bezels of today, that resolves that. And this one also has the exhibition case back. And I have it on a proper sailcloth strap, again from Artem. The Blanc Pan 55 Fathoms is on a sailcloth that's similar to this, so I figured it would be a really nice look. Next up, we've got the Zampieri. This is my first watch collaboration from a company to give me a watch for review. So this one's a very special piece, and I really love it. It's actually genuinely something I really enjoy. It's got a really thin profile. It's got the ivory porcelain dial, so it's really white. One of the whitest dials I've ever seen. It's just very elegant. I just like the way it's done. Very soft calf leather, and it's just a premium watch that I really enjoy. Next up is one of my favorite eco drives, which is the Citizen field watch here. I have this one on a brown strap. I think it goes really well. And this one actually reminds me, this was actually before I owned the actual watch that this one is homaging, and that would be this one. As you could see, the Hamilton field watch. Lots of similarities here. Not a bad watch to homage, let's just put it that way, but definitely has its own spin on it, and Citizen I do love, so especially the Eco Drive line. But here we go. This is the Hamilton field watch with the cream dial. Very slim profile, automatic. This one has an 80-hour power reserve, and I actually put this one on a Milano strap. You'll be seeing that review come up very shortly. Very premium strap. But this is a watch that's just really well done. Lots of great finish work on this watch, and definitely a staple of my collection for sure. Next up, we have a Seiko with the Roman numerals, white dial. This one could be had somewhere in the $100 range. And it's got a nice crocodile embossed strap, and just really, this is a watch that you can wear as a dress piece or jeans and a t-shirt. I think this one actually has some versatility to it. I like the thin blue hands on it. It does give it that elegance, and that does pop against the white dial. This is a very special watch. This one was given to me by my first and only daughter, Madison Quinn. This is a beautiful, beautiful timepiece. Very different. It's got the TV set style dial or case. When I say TV, I'm talking about like TVs of like, 1980s and below. It's got the exhibition case back. And this watch actually did come with a special case, which I keep it in, which is this one right here. So very, very, very special piece. Next up is another Grail piece. This is the Breitling Headwind. What I love about this piece is that it's actually a genuine silver dial with a lacquer process. So when you actually show this in different lights, the lettering on the dial actually really shines through and pops. The Breitling logo is made of solid gold. I love the day of the week at the 12 o'clock position, and it's just a quality watch. I love the presence on the wrist, and I put this one on an Artem strap as well. But as you know, the bracelet that comes with it, which is basically very similar to this one, the pilot's bracelet, is awesome as well. Which leads me into this one. This is another Breitling of my collection. This one is a chronograph from the early 1990s. For a watch that is as old as it is, it really has held up. The hands on it have there's no luminescence at all on this watch. It's definitely have worn out. And even there's some pitting and whatnot on the hands. But it's got AR coating, as you could see, underneath and on top of the sapphire crystal, which I love. It really makes this watch show very well no matter what conditions you're in. Next up, we have the Bulova. This one was in my diamond phase, so this one has authentic diamonds all throughout. And this one is actually the direct polar opposite of, I'm sorry, it is the direct polar opposite of that one. But it's actually a contrasting one to this one. These are both the same price. This one has more diamonds, but this one has more complications. So these were back in my bling phase. This one's going to be on eBay shortly, so watch out for that one. All right, next up we have a Citizen. This one's not an Eco Drive. This one will be going up on eBay as well. Very solid looking watch, and I do have the original bracelet that goes with it. No thrills or thrills with this one, but just, you know, just a solid Citizen watch, you know, can't complain. Here's a cool Bulova timepiece, another television style. It's got the open heart design. It's got a nice grid pattern to it on the dial, applied indices. It's an automatic watch, and it's got the exhibition case back. And I put this one on an aftermarket Ritchie band to kind of lighten it up. This does come with a very hefty bracelet. Next one is the Luminox. Only Easy Day Was Yesterday watch. Really cool watch. Love this piece. I put it on the aftermarket. Strapsco strap, camo. Thought it really fit well. This is your carbon case. Very light case. And these are all tritium tubes, and the luminescence is 24/7 for 25 years. So you don't have to charge this up at all. There's gas inside each one of these tubes, and it just stays lit for 25 years. This one is a skeleton movement, as you can see. You can see me right through it. And this is from Sterling Original. This one will be going up on eBay. This is just not my style anymore, but it is a cool watch. And the case back is definitely a showstopper. Okay. I have this one on an aftermarket key strap made by my friend over in Malaysia. He did a very nice job on this leather strap. This is from Mr. Baba. So here's your strap, buddy. All right, next up we have another Hamilton. This one is the Hamilton Navy Khaki, given to me for Christmas by my fiance. And this is a beauty. This one is a world timer. This has quite a few complications. It also has the GMT date function, and it does have a beautiful exhibition case back. And as you notice, the case back itself is also done in rose gold, which a lot of companies fail to do. So Hamilton is really confident in their plating process, and the fact that they put it on their case back shows that this is definitely a premium watch, and for the cost, I think it definitely justifies. So pretty cool piece there. This is the ever so famous Luminox that I actually found out later on that it was a fake. As you can see, there's some issues with this watch. I was actually able to break the end here just by trying to get the case off. The screws were being stripped. I just had a lot of issues with this watch, and found out from quite a few people that this is indeed a fake, but I keep it in my collection. I just don't wear it anymore. Here is the example of a Franken Watch from Seiko. All right, so this one was bought in India. It's got a really baby blue dial. It's actually a pilot style watch, but it's non-winding. You have to shake it. It's a quirky watch. The bracelet's really chintzy. So, I mean, this one was probably about 20 bucks. Okay. Here's another Seiko in my collection. This one has a blue dial with yellow hands. This is just a regular Quartz Seiko, and it's just it's got a really cool bracelet. I do like the bracelet. It doesn't have a milled clasp. It's got the press friction clasp with the safety on it. No thrills about this watch, but it's an attractive watch. Next up, we have, yes, I do own a Movado, and I probably will keep this one. It's just a watch that brings back just some memories of when I was a teenager, how this was the watch to get. This is definitely not one of those watches that people would say to get anymore, but people still do love this classic design. I don't wear it, but I do have it in my collection. And as you can see, it's got a really slim profile. And it's a beautiful looking watch, don't get me wrong. But retail, this watch was somewhere like the $995 range. And in my opinion, just not worth it. And I didn't pay retail, so. Here's a watch here from the Swiss watch company. This is just a beautiful watch. It's a Lou Monster. It's got the ceramic bezel. I've been trying to give it back to Josh, but over at Swiss Watch Company. But I don't know. Maybe he wants me to keep it. I don't know. Hint, hint. But it's part of my collection right now, and it has been for quite a few months. So, hey, Josh, still got it, buddy. All right. We've got the Irikanji from Matthew & Sons. Purple dial. It's got the lume bezel. Beautiful purple. Look at the crystal. It distorts as you put it in light. It's got the jellyfish look to it, and the case back is awesome. It's got a nice milled clasp. It's got screw-in links. It's just a beautiful watch. They really did a nice job with this one. So, and it's got one of the best cool bezels, because even no matter where you grip it, you can even just touch the case and you can actually wind or use the bezel, just because of the way that the case is integrated. The case is actually wider than the bezel, so pretty cool integration there. I like that one a lot. This is a Swiss Legend that does not work. I haven't put a battery in this in forever. The hand fell off. I took it back. I sent it back to them. They put the hand back on and it fell off again. I don't have the hand anymore. This is authentic, genuine carbon fiber on the bezel. I thought that was very unique, but this is a tank of a watch and one that I would not wear today. So if anybody wants it, I'll give it to you. I don't really care. It's just been sitting in my collection doing nothing. So this is the most crazy watch you will ever see. This is the Exoskeleton with the moon phase, my only moon phase watch. It's got it's got lab-grown rubies that are pressure fitted into basically the bezel here. It's got an exoskeleton to it, and it's got like a panda look. This one's going on eBay. You can see that the case even conforms to your wrist. Very unique piece, but one that is definitely not my style any longer. This is actually my first Seiko. This one here I remember seeing in a department store for $675, and I said no thank you. I was able to find this on eBay. It was sold in Japan, and I got it for $330 20 years ago, and this one still looks absolutely brand new. So definitely the Seiko that got me into Seiko for sure. Here's actually my first watch. This usually has the digital tick in the back, or the digital seconds constantly running, but that battery died, but this is still keeping time. It's a Fossil watch, very space looking. Actually, someone mistaken this on my wrist for, yes, as you can see, yes. So this is my first watch. Next up is a Tevise. I'm actually thinking about doing a giveaway with this watch, so stay tuned. Beautiful blue dial, blue bezel, exhibition case back. This one is just one of your best bargain divers out in the market. Definitely an AliExpress special. This one here is my Seiko Black Bay Custom with the custom Strapsco beads of rice. It's got the red tinted sapphire crystal in the back, loomed crown. It's got great luminescence within the dial itself, blue illuminated pip. Just a beautiful watch, and I just love this piece. It's got a Seiko NH35 movement in it. Awesome piece. This one here is the Invicta. This one is the Invicta Russian diver. As you can see, 1959. Here we go. This one's going to go on the auction block. This one can you can even put your shot of whiskey in here or vodka, you know, and drink it later. Nah, but this is actually your crown protector, and it's got the chain so you don't lose it. This is a 50mm watch, guys. Can you believe I used to sport that? Unbelievable. That one's going on the chopping block on eBay. Here is another one that's going on eBay. This is a Blackout Seiko Solar. Great watch. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I barely wear it though. It's a little bit smaller than I like. I believe it is, let's see, real quick. This one is, let me get it into, this is a 40mm. So, I mean, actually, I don't know. I think it wears smaller, but this one's going on eBay. Here's another Blackout Seiko that should be going on eBay soon. All right, this one's not solar. This one's quartz. You can see the skeletonized hands. It's a chronograph function. It's just your regular quartz. It's got a black bracelet as well, press clasp. This one also has that press clasp and also black bracelet, but this one actually has the black IP on the press case as well, or on the clasp. All right. And these are my G-Shocks, 3 G-Shocks. This is the newest one I got, newest model. This one's a customized one that I won on Instagram from 40 and 20 podcast, their Instagram channel. And this one here was given to me by a friend, definitely an older style, G-Shock. Here's one of my few fashion watches that I've gotten years ago. I thought it just had a very unique style to it, very sleek. Definitely a case shape that you don't see too often. It's got a baby blue, well, it's actually even less than a baby blue dial, but it's almost like a grayish blue. But very, very elegant looking, but it's a Kenneth Cole, guys, you know. Not much into the fashion watches anymore, so that one's going on the chopping block. Here's the Gallant Reverse Panda with the Mecha Quartz from Seiko, and this watch has an almost automatic look to it. So this one comes on a shark mesh bracelet, and this one can be had for right around $35, guys. So very, very good bargain. Especially, I mean, the movement alone is going to cost you probably close to that if I'm not mistaken. Here's the Orient Mako with the green bezel, automatic, non-hacking, non-winding, no exhibition case back. I put it on the aftermarket Ritchie strap, but I mean for now it's like $115 on Amazon. We're talking November 2020 here. Awesome deal for this watch, guys. So one of the best diver deals out there. Here's another one of my favorite watches. This is the Accurist. This was given to me by Adrian Sales in the United Kingdom. You can check out his channel and his page right here. I'm going to put it right there. But this is a Panda dial, and it's a quartz movement, and it's just a really elegant looking watch. I put this on many different straps. Haven't decided which one I like the best yet, but it's just a beautiful watch. Here's another great bargain Seiko with incredible loom. This is the Seiko 5 series. It's got a day-date function, non-winding, non-hacking, exhibition case back, but it's just a really nice looking dial. It has that Rolex Submariner look to it, but Seiko puts its own little flair on it. It's actually, you know what they call it, the sea urchin. So this is a really, really cool looking watch. Next up, we got the Snoopy I put it on this aftermarket NATO strap. I think it looks better because it's got the red highlights, matches Snoopy's house. And it's got the Indiglow function. It's got the numbers painted on the sapphire, or not the sapphire. This is a mineral crystal, but it's painted on the inside. So it's very unique. I like the striping that goes around it, the stars, the little Snoopy on the house. Just a fun watch. I love this watch. So, shame I don't wear it too often, you know. This is actually another one of my winnings. I won this from a YouTube channel, and it's a really cool watch. It's from Infantry. It's too small for me though. It's really small. So I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but it's still in my collection because it's a decent watch for like 20 bucks. You guys can get this all day long. Here is the Pepsi Patty Turtle. Really, this is a legit diver's watch, guys. Seiko did an awesome job with this one. This is definitely one of those classics. Awesome loom. I put it on a NATO strap that matches perfectly with it, with the blue and red striping. And it's just a true Patty certified watch. This is definitely certified by the Divers Association. So definitely a legit watch, and it's called a turtle because of its case shape. Here we got the At Ease. I just got this one from AliExpress. $20 for this one, guys. I mean, it's got Luminox looks to it. I actually just did a video recently comparing it to the Luminox. This one has really nice loom to it. It's very solidly built. Bezel action's not too bad. It's a little tight at times, but it's a lot better than I thought it would be. Got a really cool NATO strap with it too, so I would highly recommend this one, guys. For 20 bucks, you can't go wrong. And lastly, we have the Precisionist. I'm debating on selling this one. I put it on a NATO strap that matches the handset and the dial perfectly. This one has authentic carbon fiber. And this one has the Precisionist movement, which means that it has that sweeping second hand. And it is an awesome piece. Very thick, very substantial. These actually do screw out. It's got a lot of complications to it. It even keeps time to 1/1000th, I believe it is. It really is. It's just unbelievable the amount of just technology that's in this watch to make this second hand go very smoothly. It's one of the smoothest second hands I've ever seen. But as I said, it's a really chunky watch, and putting it on this NATO strap really did help. 53 watches in under 30 minutes. There's always time to be kind to one another. Please take care of each other, and I'll see you guys next time on Average Joe Watch Reviews. God bless.